So it's really important that you fuel well before you get out on the bike. So it goes without saying, you need a good breakfast inside you and make sure you hydrate well. If you're riding in hotter temperatures and depending on the distance and intensity of your ride, then make sure you're starting to hydrate a few days before you go out on the bike. In the summer months, it's really important to stay well hydrated generally, but try and increase the amount of water you're drinking and add in some electrolytes in your drinks as well, just to support a little bit of added salt that you might lose while out riding in hotter temperatures. Breakfast wise, it's really important that you're making sure that you get plenty of carbohydrates on your plate. It's roughly required that you need 1 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight. So if you're an 80 kilogram individual, then that's going to be around 80 to 160 grams of carbohydrates within your breakfast. This can be easily addressed with a good bowl of porridge, some bananas, some honey, and make sure if you're cycling for longer than 4 to 5 hours that you add in some protein in there as well. So that could be a little side omelette, or you could even add some protein to your porridge. That could easily be some peanut butter, some nuts and seeds, and some protein powder as well if you want to mix that in with your porridge mix. This is really important because this is going to help to protect your muscle tissues and to help facilitate adaptation during training. So if you are cycling for longer than 4 to 5 hours, make sure you add a good source of protein within your breakfast. And generally have your breakfast 2 to 4 hours before your ride. If you're riding for longer and it's more endurance, then you probably can get away with a breakfast about 2 hours before your ride. But if you're doing more of an intense event, maybe a sprint or a crit where the intensity is very high, you certainly don't want your breakfast coming back up while riding. So maybe give yourself at least 4 hours before your event and then top up with a gel before your event or a banana, just to make sure you're ready